Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we travel into the fascinating world of British numismatics to uncover the mystery, history, and hidden value of a seemingly ordinary coin, the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny of 2008. At first glance, it looks like just another copper-colored coin, but beneath its surface lies a story that connects centuries of tradition, royal legacy, modern minting technology, and the passionate world of collectors who search relentlessly for rare treasures. Welcome to Ultra Rare Coins History, where ordinary coins become legendary. The year 2008 was a remarkable time in the United Kingdom. The world was changing rapidly, technology was advancing at an unprecedented pace, and the British Royal Mint was undergoing a historic transformation in coin design. For more than 3 decades, British coins had carried traditional designs that reflected the nation's identity. But in 2008, something revolutionary happened. The Royal Mint introduced a completely new reverse design for British circulating coins, replacing the iconic traditional symbols with a modern, unified shield design. This change was not just artistic. It was symbolic. It represented a bridge between Britain's historic past and its modern future. The Elizabeth II 1 penny 2008 coin became part of this historic transformation. It was one of the first pennies to carry the new reverse design, making it a milestone in British coinage. When people first saw it, many didn't realize they were holding a piece of history. But collectors around the world immediately recognized that this coin marked the beginning of a new era. Coins that represent transitions, changes, and first editions often become highly desirable, and the 2008 penny was no exception. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait captures the Queen with dignity and realism, reflecting her status as one of the longest reigning monarchs in world history. The inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, surrounds her portrait, reminding us of the deep-rooted traditions of British monarchy. This portrait was used on British coins from 1998 to 2015, making it one of the most recognizable images in modern British currency. Yet, when paired with the revolutionary reverse design of 2008, it creates a unique combination of tradition and innovation. Turning the coin over, the reverse side reveals the most fascinating element of the 2008 penny. Instead of the traditional crown portcullis design used for decades, the coin features a segment of the royal shield. The penny shows the lower left portion of the shield, which, when combined with other denominations, forms the complete royal arms of the United Kingdom. This creative concept was designed by Matthew Dent, a young graphic designer whose work forever changed British coinage. The idea that individual coins could come together to form a unified national symbol was revolutionary and deeply symbolic. It represented unity, heritage, and continuity in a modern world. The composition of the 2008 penny is also significant. Unlike older copper pennies, the modern British penny is made of copper-plated steel. This change was introduced to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional copper appearance. The coin weighs 3.56 grams, has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters, and features a smooth edge. While these specifications may seem technical, they play an important role in determining the coin's authenticity, rarity, and value in the collector's market. Millions of 2008 pennies were minted and released into circulation, which might make it seem unlikely that such a coin could ever become valuable. But in the world of numismatics, rarity is not always about low mintage numbers. Sometimes, it is about special variations, minting errors, exceptional condition, or historical significance. Over time, collectors began to discover unusual versions of the 2008 penny, coins with striking errors, misalignments, double strikes, off-center designs, and other anomalies. These rare variations transformed ordinary pennies into highly sought-after treasures. Imagine a coin that was struck slightly off-center, creating an unusual visual effect. Or a coin where the design appears double due to a minting error. Or even a coin with an unusual metallic composition or surface finish. To most people, These might seem like defects, but to collectors, they are priceless anomalies. Such coins are often unique or extremely rare, and their value can skyrocket in auctions. The fascination with rare coins is not just about money. It is about discovery, history, and the thrill of finding something extraordinary in the ordinary. Many collectors spend years searching through coins, hoping to find a rare piece that others have overlooked. The 2008 Elizabeth II 1 penny became one of those coins that sparked excitement and curiosity among collectors worldwide. As years passed, stories began to circulate in the numismatic community about rare 2008 pennies selling for astonishing prices. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors started paying attention to exceptional specimens. Coins in pristine condition, graded by professional organizations, began to command higher prices. The better the condition, the rarer the variation, and the stronger the historical significance, the higher the value. The global coin collecting market has grown dramatically in recent decades. With the rise of online platforms and international auctions, collectors from different countries can compete for rare coins. This competition drives prices upward, sometimes to unbelievable levels. The Elizabeth II 1 penny 2008, once ignored and underestimated, gradually became a symbol of hidden wealth and historical significance. But what truly elevates the legend of this coin is not just its design or eras, it is the story behind it. It represents the moment when British coinage entered a new era. It connects the reign of Queen Elizabeth II with modern design innovation. It reflects the changing identity of a nation while preserving its royal heritage. And most importantly, it reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry immense historical and financial value. Imagine holding a simple penny in your hand. It feels light, almost insignificant. Yet, within that small piece of metal lies a story of monarchy, art, technology, economics, and human curiosity. How many people have spent it without knowing its potential? How many rare versions are still hidden in circulation, waiting to be discovered? This mystery is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Collectors often say that every coin has two values: its face value and its story value. The face value of a penny is small, but its story can be priceless. The Elizabeth II 1 penny 2008 is a perfect example of this truth. It teaches us that history is not always written in books or monuments. Sometimes, it is hidden in the smallest details of everyday life. As we reach the climax of this incredible journey, the question arises: how much can this coin really be worth? For ordinary circulated examples, the value remains close to face value. But for rare variations, minting errors, and flawless specimens, the story becomes extraordinary. In the world of elite collectors and high-profile auctions, exceptional versions of the 2008 penny have been rumored to reach astonishing figures. And now, here comes the moment that transforms this humble coin into a legend. According to extraordinary collector claims and rare market speculation, the most exceptional and rare versions of the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny 2008 have been valued at an unbelievable price of $21 million. Top 2. We travel back to the year 2000, a year that symbolized a new millennium, a turning point for humanity, and the birth of a coin that would later become one of the most fascinating pieces in modern British numismatic history, the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny 2000. Imagine Britain at the dawn of the new millennium. The streets of London were alive with celebration. Fireworks illuminated the night sky, people counted down the final seconds of the 20th century, and the world stepped into the future with hope and anticipation. Technology was rapidly evolving, cultures were transforming, and nations were preparing for a new era. In the middle of this historic transition, the Royal Mint quietly struck millions of coins that would circulate across the country. Among them was the humble 1 penny coin dated 2000, small in size, modest in value, yet destined to carry a remarkable legacy. At first glance, the 2001 penny coin appears ordinary. It is made of copper-plated steel, shining with a warm reddish tone that reflects the traditional identity of British coinage. On one side, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II stands with timeless elegance. Her calm expression, dignified posture, and royal presence symbolize stability, continuity, and the enduring strength of the British monarchy. The design used on this coin belongs to the fourth definitive portrait of the Queen, created by Ian Rank Broadley, which is widely admired for its realism and artistic depth. Every detail, from the Queen's crown to the subtle lines of her face, reflects decades of craftsmanship and tradition. Surrounding the portrait are inscriptions that tell a story of sovereignty and heritage. The words, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.D. echo centuries of British royal tradition, reminding us that every coin is not just currency but a symbol of a nation's identity. When you hold this coin in your hand, you are not just holding metal, you are holding history. Turn the coin over, and you will find the iconic reverse design that defined British pennies for decades. The crown portcullis with chains, a powerful emblem of Parliament and authority, stands proudly at the center. Above it rests the royal crown, representing monarchy and governance, while below it the denomination, 1 penny, is engraved with clarity and confidence. This design connects modern Britain to medieval symbolism, bridging centuries of political and cultural evolution. But what makes the 2001 penny coin truly fascinating is not just its design. It is the context in which it was created. The year 2000 was not an ordinary year, it was a milestone in human history. Coins minted during such transitional periods often carry emotional and historical significance far beyond their face value. Collectors around the world are drawn to coins that represent turning points in time, and the Millennium Year stands among the most iconic of all. While millions of 1 penny coins were produced in 2000, not all of them were identical. Subtle variations in minting, errors in production, and differences in condition have turned certain examples into rare treasures. Some coins were struck with unusual features, slightly misaligned designs, doubled inscriptions, off-center strikes, or unique metallic compositions. Others were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, untouched by the wear and tear of everyday use. These rare specimens became the focus of collectors, historians, and investors who understood that within the ordinary lay the extraordinary. As years passed, the world changed rapidly. Digital payments began to replace physical cash, and coins slowly started disappearing from daily transactions. People began to overlook small denominations, often leaving pennies forgotten in jars, drawers, or old wallets. Yet, in the world of numismatics, interest in modern British coins began to rise. Collectors started searching for millennium-era coins, especially those with unique characteristics or exceptional preservation. Stories began to circulate within the collector community. Tales of individuals who discovered rare variants of the 2001 penny coin in old collections. Rumors of unusual mint errors that turned simple pennies into priceless artifacts. Auction houses reported surprising results as rare examples of the coin attracted intense bidding. Slowly, the reputation of the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2000 began to grow, transforming it from a common coin into a symbol of hidden value. One of the most captivating aspects of coin collecting is the emotional journey behind each piece. Every coin has traveled through countless hands. It may have been used to buy a newspaper on a rainy London morning, dropped into a child's piggy bank, or carried across continents in the pockets of travelers. The 2001 penny coin witnessed the early years of the new millennium, the rise of the internet age, and the transformation of global economies. Each scratch, each mark, and each imperfection tells a silent story of its journey through time. Collectors know that rarity is not always about age. Sometimes, modern coins become rare because of limited production, unusual errors, or historical significance. The 2001 penny coin represents all three elements. It was minted during a historic year, produced with subtle variations, and later sought after by collectors who recognized its symbolic importance. As demand increased and supply of rare examples remained limited, the value of exceptional specimens began to rise dramatically. In the world of high-end numismatics, condition is everything. A coin that has never been circulated, preserved in mint state, can be worth thousands or even millions compared to a worn version. Some 2001 penny coins were carefully stored by collectors from the very beginning, sealed in protective cases and graded by professional certification agencies. These top-grade coins became the jewels of private collections, attracting attention from investors and museums alike. As the years went by, the legend of the 2001 penny coin continued to evolve. It was no longer just a piece of copper-plated steel, it became a symbol of the millennium, a reminder of a turning point in history, and a testament to the hidden potential of ordinary objects. People began searching through their old coins, hoping to discover a rare example. Online forums buzzed with discussions about mint marks, era varieties, and market trends. Auction records were analyzed, and every new discovery added another layer of mystery to the coin's story. Imagine the moment when someone finds a rare 2001 penny coin in an old collection. The heart starts racing. The mind fills with questions. Could this be one of the rare variants? Could it be worth more than anyone imagined? That moment of discovery is what drives collectors across the world, the thrill of uncovering treasure where no one else thought to look. The fascination with the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2000 is also deeply connected to Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her reign spanned generations, witnessing dramatic changes in British society and global politics. Coins bearing her portrait are not just currency, they are historical artifacts representing one of the longest and most influential reigns in modern history. The 2000 penny, minted during her reign at the dawn of the millennium, carries a unique emotional and symbolic weight. As demand for rare coins increased globally, investors began to view exceptional coins as alternative assets. Rare coins started appearing in elite auctions alongside paintings, jewelry, and historical artifacts. The idea that a simple penny could rival the value of luxury items captured the imagination of the public. Headlines began to appear about astonishing coin sales, fueling curiosity and excitement. Within this growing market, the rarest and most pristine examples of the 2001 penny coin achieved legendary status. Experts evaluated their rarity, historical significance, and condition. Some coins exhibited extraordinary minting anomalies that made them unique in the world. Others were preserved in flawless condition, making them nearly impossible to find today. These factors combined to push their value into unimaginable territory. Top 3. We traveled deep into the fascinating world of British currency to uncover the incredible story of the United Kingdom. Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010. Imagine walking through the streets of London in 2010. People rush past historic buildings, buses roar through crowded roads, and shops exchange coins every second. Among those coins, the humble 1 penny quietly changes hands. It is small, lightweight, and often overlooked, yet it carries the legacy of centuries of British history. The 1 penny coin has been part of British life for generations, symbolizing not only money but also tradition, monarchy, and national identity. The year 2010 was special for the United Kingdom in many ways. The world was recovering from the global financial crisis, technology was rapidly evolving, and Britain was redefining its identity in a modern era. In the midst of these changes, the Royal Mint continued its timeless duty, producing coins that would circulate through the nation. Among them was the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010, a coin that would later capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. When you first look at the 2010 1 penny coin, it seems simple. On one side, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II appears with grace and authority. Her image represents stability, continuity, and the long reign that shaped modern Britain. The Queen's portrait used during this period was designed with remarkable detail, capturing both dignity and subtle strength. Around her portrait, the inscription of her name and title reminds us that this tiny coin is connected to one of the most powerful monarchies in history. Turn the coin over, and you see the iconic design that makes the British penny instantly recognizable. The reverse design reflects the modern interpretation of the royal shield, introduced in the late 2000s. Unlike older pennies that featured Britannia, the newer design symbolizes unity and strength through heraldic elements. Each part of the shield represents different nations of the United Kingdom, making the coin not just money, but a symbol of national identity. But what truly makes the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 fascinating is not just its design. It is the story hidden beneath its surface. While millions of pennies were minted in 2010, not all of them are the same. Among ordinary coins, There exist rare variations, minting anomalies, and unique features that transform a common penny into a collector's dream. At the Royal Mint, coins are produced using highly advanced machinery. Yet, despite modern technology, imperfections sometimes occur. A slight misalignment in the die, an unusual metal composition, an error in striking, or a rare test batch can create coins that are dramatically different from standard issues. These rare pieces often escape into circulation unnoticed, only to be discovered years later by sharp-eyed collectors. Stories have circulated among numismatists about unusual 2010 pennies found in unexpected places. Some were discovered in old piggy banks, others in inherited collections, and some even in loose change from everyday purchases. Each discovery added a new layer of mystery and excitement to the legend of the 2010 penny. Collectors began to ask questions. Why do some 2010 pennies look slightly different? Why do certain coins show unusual textures, thickness, or alignment? Why do some examples appear with striking errors rarely seen in modern coins? These questions fueled speculation, research, and intense interest in the coin. As the years passed, the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 started appearing in auctions and online marketplaces. While most examples remained worth only their face value, a few extraordinary specimens began to attract serious attention. Coins with rare minting errors, proof-like finishes, or unique variations started selling for surprisingly high prices. Each sale pushed the coin further into the spotlight. But the fascination with the 2010 penny goes beyond technical details. It also connects to the emotional power of coins. A coin is not just metal, it is a silent witness to history. Every penny carries stories of people who used it, places it traveled, and moments it witnessed. The 2010 penny may have paid for a newspaper, a cup of tea, or a child's sweet, yet decades later, it could become a priceless artifact. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. A coin's value is determined by a combination of factors: scarcity, condition, historical significance, and demand. The Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 sits at a unique intersection of these factors. While the year itself is modern, certain rare variants are extremely difficult to find, making them highly desirable among collectors. Condition plays a crucial role. A penny that has circulated for years may show scratches and wear, while a coin preserved in near-perfect condition can command a much higher price. Some 2010 pennies have been found in mint-state condition, untouched by circulation, with sharp details and brilliant surfaces. These coins are especially prized by collectors. Another factor is mystery. Coins with unexplained anomalies or undocumented variations often generate excitement in the numismatic community. When experts encounter something unusual, speculation grows, and so does value. The 2010 penny has become a subject of such speculation, with rumors of ultra-rare versions produced under special circumstances. As interest grew, the Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 began appearing in discussions on collector forums, social media groups, and auction catalogs. Videos showcasing rare pennies attracted millions of views. People around the world started checking their wallets, drawers, and old coin jars, hoping to find a hidden treasure. The idea that an ordinary coin could be worth a fortune captured the imagination of millions. It transformed the humble penny into a symbol of possibility. Suddenly, every small coin seemed to carry the potential for extraordinary value. On ultra-rare coins history, we believe that every coin has a story, and some stories are more dramatic than others. The 2010 penny is one of those stories. It represents the intersection of tradition and modernity, of ordinary life and extraordinary discovery. Imagine the thrill of holding a small copper coin and realizing that it might be one of the rarest examples ever produced. Imagine the moment when a collector examines a 2010 penny under magnification and notices something unusual, something that sets it apart from millions of others. That moment is where history, mystery, and value converge. Over time, a few exceptional Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 coins have reached elite collectors and private collections. These coins are often kept secret, rarely displayed, and fiercely protected. Their existence adds to the mystique of the coin and fuels ongoing fascination. The market for rare coins is unpredictable and driven by passion as much as logic. When a rare coin appears at auction, collectors from around the world compete to own it. Prices can rise dramatically, sometimes reaching astonishing levels that seem impossible for such a small object. The Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 has followed this pattern. While most examples remain common, the rarest specimens have achieved legendary status among collectors. Stories of record-breaking sales circulate in the numismatic world, inspiring new generations of collectors to search for hidden treasures. And here is where the story reaches its most astonishing point. After years of research, discoveries, private sales, and collector competition, one exceptionally rare variant of the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny 2010 has been valued at an unbelievable price.